Hello guys, I'm sure all of you are doing very well these days. Okay, see, we are going to see the video numbered 239, and I have given the title for this video as Karma Yathra. Actually, in the previous video we have seen that from December 26th, 1996, Sadhguru, Vijay, their daughter and Bharati, they went on a pilgrimage, and Sadhguru himself commented about this pilgrimage as Karma Yathra. Karma Yathra meaning all the negative karmas in the Sanchita karma, Prarabdha karma, in all these things, the negative karmas must be neutralized. Okay, so going to the same place where you were born in the previous lifetimes, if you know, you go do some ritual, sit and meditate. Now all your negative karmas will be washed away. Okay, that is a sort of ritual, like you can take it. So only to do such things, Sadhguru planned again along with Bharati to take his family also to those places. So he had come in this Karma Yatra, he had covered 6 states, roughly about 5,000 kilometers, and it took 12 days for him to cover the 6 states. And in all the 6 states he had visited the same places again and again where he visited earlier also, like Sambalpur, Raigad, in Sambalpur in Orissa, Raigad in Madhya Pradesh, and then from there he is returning back to Coimbatore. Instead of taking the shortcut, he wanted to go to some place in Andhra. He didn't know the correct name. So Visakhapatnam being Bharati's place, he is asking Bharati, do you know this place, that place, what is the name? He is not sure of the name. So he is describing the places, but Bharati could not help him anyway, in any way. But because of his intuition, Sadhguru is going, driving towards Kadapa in Andhra Pradesh. And as soon as they went there, Sadhguru straight away went to a Shiva temple. As soon as they entered, Bharati and Sadhguru could feel the upsurge of energy. And I have already explained about this temple, about Kadapa visit and other things in my previous videos. That is, in the previous lifetime, Sadhguru was known as Sadhguru Sri Brahma, and in that lifetime in Coimbatore he wanted to construct a Dhyana Linga, and while preparing, he collected some yogis and yoginis, and he was trying to do some rituals, and that is what the public did not like. You know about all those things, and literally from Coimbatore, Sri Brahma was chased out of the place. The public got so angry, they misunderstood his intention, and they took him to be a bad fellow, and the public, the people in Coimbatore chased him out of Coimbatore. And Sri Brahma got really angry because he was unable to complete his project. He was unable to achieve his mission of making a Dhyana Linga. And as he was driven out of Coimbatore, he ran out. He walked so fast because he was so angry that he could not meet the necessary things to make the Dhyana Linga. So, and we also came to know that behind the Guru there was a follower, his disciple named Vibhuti. And already I have mentioned that Vibhuti is the present day Bharati. So we have seen already in a detailed manner how the Guru and the disciple ran out of Coimbatore. They walked and walked and walked, and then they entered into Kadapa in Andhra Pradesh, and they took refuge in a Shiva temple. And we have already seen that why they in particular went to that Shiva temple, because that is the place where Sri Brahma's Guru Swami Paini Swami had visited that place, that Shiva temple. So these two, Sadguru Sri Brahma and Vibhuti, took refuge in that Shiva temple. They stayed there for quite some time, and that is where they plotted the future things. That is, at least, okay, in this Janma we are unable to do it. At least in the next Janma we should be able to accomplish our mission of making a Dhyanalinga. And that is where Sri Brahma and Vibhuti sat and created a plot. Plot means planning. They did a detailed planning of the future, who are all going to be helpful in making the Dhyanalinga. The description of the Dhyanalinga, how many people are going to help Sadguru in the next life, where in which families they are going to take birth, everything was planned. And that is the time they planned that this Vibhuti will take his birth in the next Janma as Bharati with 2 Pingala, Nadis. Okay, so I hope you remember all those things. Okay, so, and when they went inside the Shiva temple, both of them got the previous lifetime's hardships. They were chased out of the place. They met with a lot of hardships. And all those things are coming back to Bharati's memory. And Bharati was getting so annoyed, angry, irritated. Because after all, her Guru wants to do something good to the society, but the society is not accepting it. And so he is meeting with failures again and again. And so Bharati took a deep vow. This time I will not allow my Guru to meet with another failure. In this lifetime he will make the Dhyanalinga, and by all means I will support him. Like that she took a vow. And as she was getting the old memories, she was looking so fearful. And Vijay once commented that at that time Vijay could not meet the eyes of Bharati. That is, Vijay could not look at the eyes of Bharati because the eyes were because of her emotions, Bharati's emotions. As Vibhuti, as the disciple of Sadguru, Bharati had undergone a lot of hardships along with his Guru, isn't it? All those things came into her memory. Then again in the same temple, all the 3 meditated because they wanted to shed off their negative karmas of the past lives. That is why Sadguru brought both of them to these places. So both of them, all the 3 of them meditated, and now as Sadguru wanted, when all the negative karmas are shed, the energy level of Bharati and Vijay became almost the same. And so much so that once when they came out of the meditation, Sadguru's daughter went and hugged Bharati, calling her Amma. So what does it show? That Bharati's energy and Vijay's energy were on the same line, same level. And Maybe the universe wanted to give the indication through Sadhguru's daughter that they are on par with each other as far as the energy level is concerned. And this is the only thing which Sadhguru wanted to happen as far as these two ladies were concerned, and that happened. And that is the motive of this Karma Yatra. So the purpose of the Yatra was met with, it was fulfilled. They came back to the ashram and they started their meditation once again. Sadhguru allotted one corner to Bharati, another corner to Viji, and Sadhguru sat in the middle in the form of a triangle. And as usual, the ashramites were also allowed to sit here and there and meditate. And when these ashramites, when they came out, they were astonished, because the energy level during the meditation was so high. And that is because all the negative karmas have been completely wiped out as far as these three people were concerned. And so after that, Bharati left to Visakhapatnam, because she had left her children in Hyderabad under the custody of her brother. So she wanted to bring them back. So she went to Visakhapatnam. And on the way, they were all traveling together as a whole family. They were going back. And one of Bharati's sister-in-law suggested that on the bank of river Godavari, there is an ashram, and there is a very good saint in the name Venkanna Babu. So they wanted to visit the ashram and meet the saint. Bharati was not very particular about that, but still, when the whole family decided to go, she also went along with them. And this Venkanna Babu was a very great saint, and he used to give darshan in the evenings on Saturdays. So people used to come to the ashram to clarify their doubts and all the other things. Like that, they went at the right time, and Venkanna Babu was there talking to the guests. They were asking questions one after the other. And when it was the turn of Bharati to ask a question, she did not ask anything. She was simply sitting. Then her sister-in-law nudged her. Ask a question, ask something, it's your turn, ask. Then Bharati asked him, see, my guru wants to do something very great. But on and off there are a lot of hurdles. Will he be able to complete it at least in this lifetime? This was the only question she posed to the saint Venkanna Babu. Then Venkanna Babu had not seen Sadhguru at all. So he closed his eyes, he meditated for quite some time, and then he said, looking at Bharati, he said, your guru is not an ordinary being. He is vaster than the ocean. And whatever mission he has undertaken, it will come true. But there are some hurdles, and his health will be affected in this process. So ask your guru to be careful with his health. Then, looking at Bharati, Venkanna Babu said, you have chosen a path, and it is the right path. So keep walking along your selected path. That much he said. Then they came to Visakhapatnam in the night, and Bharati was so anxious to talk to Sadhguru and Viji. she did not want to tell the whole truth of what Venkana Babu said, but she wanted to alert them. So she talked to Vijay and she said, please take care of Sadhguru's health, like that. Then Vijay also accepted. Yes, now he seems to be in some sort of distress, because maybe he is expecting some hurdles this time also. Like that, Vijay also told Bharati. Anyway, Bharati said, you please take care of his health, and she kept the phone. And then, after this Karma Yatra, Sadhguru took Vijay to Bangalore to attend one of his cousin's wedding. Actually, it is 12 years since they got married. But, in the beginning, they were having their own life. They were living separately. They were trying to build the family of their own. And after that, when Sadhguru got involved in the establishment of an ashram, conducting satsangs, selecting people for making the Dhyanalinga, planning for the Dhyanalinga, all those things kept him so busy. In fact, kept both of them so busy, they never thought of socializing. They never met their relatives for a long time. That's why Sadhguru took Vijay to attend this wedding. And at that time, because of her intensive sadhana, she was glowing like a full moon. And in a when we get together in a family, we talk each other, like we keep bullying. So they were all talking, they were all bullying Sadhguru. No wonder you are not turning this side, because you have got such a beautiful wife. Like that they were talking. Then Sadhguru took Vijay to her family members also. And then they came back. In 1997, on the 22nd of January in Coimbatore, Vijay went to Bharati's house in the evening. Bharati was surprised to see Vijay at that time, but still she invited her to come inside and she served her dinner, and Vijay also gave Bharati some pongal as prasad. Then the next day, 23rd January 1997, was the full moon day. And full moon day and new moon days are special in Isha Yoga Center, because on those days Sadhguru has given special permission for the outsiders to meditate inside the Dhyanalinga premises in the midnight. So for Amavasya, gents will be allowed, and for Paurnami, ladies will be allowed. And I also, knowing all these things, we plan and go only during full moon days or Amavasya days, so that we can also sit inside in the midnight and meditate. So sometimes I used to plan my trip in such a way as to be in the Dhyanalinga premises during Pradosh time. On the day of Pradosh, between 4:30 and 6:30, I have sat inside and meditated. And once as a family, when we went for 3 days stay. One day before Paurnami, then Paurnami, and one day after Paurnami. And all the 3 days they were it was in a festive mood, I should say. We could witness a lot of dances and other programs on the Paurnami day. And in the midnight, I went inside to meditate. And on these days, during the daytime also, early morning, like 6 o'clock, if you go, somebody will be there with some pots full of milk. You can buy the milk, you can go inside, and you can do abhishek to the Dhyanalinga. So I have done that. All my family members, all of us did it. So like that, January 23rd, 1997, Paurnami day. Actually, Bharati had not planned to go to the ashram, though it was a very important day, because Bharati's daughter had some program in the school. So she was planning to go for that program, not planning to come to ashram at all. And Vijay was also very busy on that day. And what happened on that day, we will see in the next video. Bye. May God bless you all.